right now you can't see your face, so that'd be perfect.
Are you with Congressman Kildee?
Huh?
Are you with Oh, okay.
Flint Courier News.
Sorry?
Flint Courier News.
Oh, right on. Okay. Good day to be out here.
What's that? I put on there that he got his first shot.
Just relax, you know.
Yeah.
Like for this place, they have things going on so often that I'm up here, so kids should go out and up here, you know, recording videos.
It's not bleeding, but you know, the body on it.
Right, and I have some different associated. So that's something you're willing to do.
We just need you to hang around for about 15 minutes. We'll tell you.
Table that sign you up, pay for it, you just gotta show up. All right? They got free college for your kids too. So if your kids sitting at home, talk about they need a break, push them.
You get a thank you check of $50 for taking the time to do the survey.
Check our
It takes about 30
website.
at www.flintregistry.org. Or you can give us a call at 833-GO-FLINT.
Hello, this is Tanya Terry with the Flint Courier News. I'm here today with Sandra S. Jones, Executive Director of the R.L. Jones Community Outreach Center. And we're here at one of the many vaccine outreach events in the community. And Ms. Jones informed me that Kroger funded the vaccine here at the center from April to June. Isn't that right? And then through the support of the Community Foundation of Greater Flint, in partnership with the United Way, through a Greater Flint Urgent Relief Fund mini grant, was able to extend it through the end of September. Okay, so I understand that 15 at least Pfizer vaccinations were administered today.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
So why is that so important? And how do you feel about that number being added to the number of people who have already been vaccinated with their first, second, and for those who are moderately to severely immunocompromised, now their third vaccination?
Well, we didn't get any thirds today.
Right.
But we did get the first. Most of ours was the first.
Okay.
The 15 today were all the first. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. And the reason that is so important to me is because as a baby boomer and having to have been vaccinated myself, I'm 73.
Are you?
Yeah. And so we had to have vaccinations for tuberculosis, polio, diphtheria, chicken pox, mumps, measles. I mean, all of the different diseases back then, we had to be vaccinated. We were children. I've got my scar right here. So I look at the generations before me, and now I'm looking at the generations after me. And it appears to me that the baby boomers have outlived almost all of the other generations. And that's what I want for those coming behind me. I know that there's a lot of controversy. However, I'm a living witness that vaccinations work, because I saw and I still see some of the effects of those who don't take it. And it really concerns me. I'm happy to see people look after their health, because if I get my vaccination, then Tanya, you and I can sit here and we can talk. You see,
right.
Because you're vaccinated, I'm vaccinated.
Exactly.
And we can be peaceful. We don't have to have the mask on, because the two of us have been vaccinated. And I want to get back to normal. I want to get back to hugging.
We all do.
Yeah, I'm a hugger. I want to hug. And now we're having to do this fist bump. So I want to hug.
Okay. And then I saw some compact refrigerators, some fans, and some air conditioners being given away today. How many of these items were given away?
All of them.
All of them? So how many was that?
Whew. 15 refrigerators. Well, I take that back. We had 12 refrigerators and 3 air conditioners. And then, of course, for some of those that was getting their second time around, we gave fans to them. We gave them fans and just other gifts. And we were so excited because those gifts, too, were really for coming in to the resource center, you know, today, because we had so many other resources here. And we wanted people, especially on this northeast side, there's nothing. We don't have schools over here. There's no community center over here. There's no grocery stores, whether it's a mom and pop store, we don't have it. We have a liquor store and a gas station. But this community needs to have more within the community, within a walking distance. And pretty much we're it. So I was very happy to be able to share. And if that meant bribing them a little bit to get them in here to get that shot, I'm all right with that. Whatever it takes to encourage them to get that shot, I'm for it.
Okay. And so some of the host of community resources that were offered today, they had free water, they had free food, free clothing and other items. They had educational resources. They had health screenings and information. Why were all these resources so important to provide at this event?
Because our health is all we have. And so many of the constituency in our community are not familiar. They're not familiar with it at all. And so it's important to me that they know what's available to them. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
For instance, my husband is a cancer survivor. And the reason that he survived cancer was because we caught it in time. See, we were watching the Oprah Winfrey show, and they were talking about colonoscopies. And I asked him, have you had yours? And he was like, well, it's been a while. He said, what about you? And I said, nope, been a long time. We went and had a colonoscopy, and I had polyps, and they removed those. But he had cancer. So I'm a big advocate of finding those things out in advance. And that was in 2005. This is 2021. My husband's 84.
Right.
He's healthy.
Yes.
No cancer. So that's why it was so important for me to make sure that we had the team from Michigan State to talk about colorectal cancer and how you can test it yourself at home and be free to do it. Those things are really, really, really important. The registry, so that we know what your needs are. And we can try to be a part of meeting those needs.
Okay. So I saw there were free masks offered.
Yeah.
There was also hand sanitizer all throughout the event.
Right.
Did it seem like people were really utilizing
Oh,
those?
most definitely, wanting more.
Okay.
So we partnership with World Vision.
Okay.
And so therefore we are able to receive a lot of those commodities, as well as Genesee Health Plan. We work with them, and it helps us to be able to afford to buy a lot of the things that they need in this community, especially, like I said, in this area.
Right.
Yeah.
And that helps keep people safe.
Well, especially the sanitizer and the mask with what we're dealing with today is extremely necessary. Yes.
How many people came throughout the day?
Ooh, that's good.
Approximately.
I would say, based on the amount of food and water, we probably had about There were about 340 to maybe 360 vehicles. And in each of those vehicles, you usually have about 2 families. Some vehicles even have as many as 3 families. And so we try to accommodate them as best we can with water and food. And then it afforded them, because they do come every week for that, then this was a good setting, because it allowed them to be able to get clothing, it allowed them to be able to get the necessary resources that they normally would not even know about.
What were your main goals with this event? Do you feel those goals were met today?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel very good about it, because this is the first time we've had an event since the pandemic. Prior to the pandemic, we had it every week like this, because a lot of the resource teams that you saw today that was outside, they fill this room up and be outside as well. And so we have not been able to do that since the pandemic. And I was just totally excited. Like I said, these resources are not known to a lot of our people.
And just quickly let us know, when is the next vaccination outreach event here?
September the 16th, right here at Greater Holy Temple, on the campus of Greater Holy Temple Church of God in Christ, 6702 North Dort Highway, right before you get to Carpenter Road.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to do more than 15 this time.
All right. All right, I'm glad to hear that. Again, this is Tanya Terry with the Flint Courier News. I'm talking to Sandra Jones, Executive Director of the R.L. Jones Community Outreach Center, and there was just a very nice turnout, very nice vaccination outreach event, and we're looking forward to the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.